Yo guys, welcome back to a new Minecraft inspiration series. This one is a new city build, and as you can tell here, I'm just starting off with my first skyscraper. Now what it is, this skyscraper is I think 27 blocks wide. So at the moment, as you can tell, I'm using light grey wool because it's the best material to use on the city texture pack, because one, it looks white, and also you can't see the joins. So at the moment, as you can tell, I'm just basically planning out the shape of the build. So it's basically 11 blocks long, so go to 11, turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, miss 1, miss 3, and then 11 again. And just do that on every side, having a 3 block gap for the doors. You should end up with something like this shape. Now this next bit, I'm just going up just to a random level. Nothing, it's not planned out or nothing like that, it's just a random height I think the building should be. And what I'm doing is here I'm putting like a big archway with a 3 block gap in between from top to bottom, like so. Then what I do is do it on the other sides. So once again, go up just to a random height. You can have it as high as you want, obviously. This is just the height I think looks good for this build. I'm not sure entirely how tall it is, and it's not that tall. I mean, obviously guys, at the moment it probably looks quite tall, but believe me, this is probably one of the smallest and shortest skyscrapers that I'll be building on this city eventually, I think. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm just doing this on each side, these tall arches. And hopefully it looks okay when it's done. Right, that's them. Just one more side to do. One more, cross by 4 and down. Right, let's have a look and see what that looks like. Right, what I've done here is, if you go miss 2 blocks in height and come out by 1, it just makes it a bit more interesting for people that join your world or even have a look on your world, because you don't want a building to look too flat on the outside. So I thought coming out even by 1 block, it just makes it a little bit more interesting, better to look at. And here, as you can tell here, what I'm doing is I'm just spacing out the blocks. Just makes it a little bit easier for me to work out exactly where the exterior walls are going to be. So just miss 2 blocks and place a block. You don't have to do 2, you can do 3 or 4. But for this particular build, I'm just going for the 2 gap in between, because that's where the windows are going to be. So just a couple more. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And last one. 2, 3. Come out by 11, turn back in by 11. So I should join that one. Yep. Right, we'll go to the next one. Actually, do the spaces again, just makes it a little bit easier. Especially when you're doing builds like this. We do a block out, or even 2 blocks out. It's easier to do this first to get the idea of what you need for your builds. Right. Pretty simple build, easy to follow. Just a bit of swiftness. And then just join the blocks together all the way around. So there. So what's that? 5, 6. Do. Oops. Do 7th. Ah, come on. Cross. Number 8. Up to 9. 10. 11. That's 12. So you can use any material like, but I prefer using light grey wool, especially for modern builds, because it's more sleek, it looks white. I've also noticed that a lot of people don't like building on super flat worlds, but this one's actually customized super flat. So there is stone and water underneath this, so the actual ground level is level 20, I think, from the grass. 3 to go. Kind of looks like a rib cage at the moment, but it won't by the time it's finished. So there we go. Right, let's have a look at that now. Yep, so that's one corner done. This is what you should have, or what it should look like at this point. Then all you need to do next is do the other 4 corners exactly the same, and also fill out the inside with ice for the windows. So I'll be back in a minute when this is done. Right, we're back, just finishing off here with the ice inside. You can use colour glass, but I prefer ice, because like I say, you can't see the joins. It's all one solid colour. So another 2 rows to go, and then that should be it. Take that one off there, and then all the way down to the ground. Right, so from the outside it should look something like this. So as you can tell with the eyes, it does actually look like windows. Well, it looks pretty cool, quite a good shape, easy design. Now, because you can use any colour here, I'll go for the light blue stained clay. And what we do is now come in by one again, and go all the way up, do a little archway for the door, straight up to the top. Now you want to do this on all four sides. The reason I went for the light blue is because I thought, well, it matches the colour of the glass. Oops, that looks a bit wrong. And all the way up to the top again. And then we have one side, so it looks like this, which I thought looked pretty cool. Then just do the same on the other three sides. Come in by one block. And then all the way down to the ground. But this time you're not going to have a door on these three sides. You're just going to have one door on one side for the main entrance. And the rest you're just going to fill in with the stained clay. 3, all the way up again. One thing I didn't do with this build, I didn't actually build any floors inside. Mostly because it's, in theory, if you really went to a city, how many buildings do you actually go inside of? You don't, you just look on the outside. So I thought, right, I'm just going to do the outside of the build. There is a couple of skyscrapers I will be doing full interiors, but for this particular build I just went for more the exterior than the interior. So yeah, right, get up to the top here. Down again. It's all them done now. So what I do here is get some stone steps, well, slabs. I think, right, does that look right? Cover the ice up, go all the way across. And do this on each side or corner. A lot of people like to use full blocks, but I prefer to use half slabs for the roof. That way you just get a little bit of a lip on the outside. Right, now I've just got to fill in the rest of the roof. So what I'll do is just go around inside again by one block. Use a swiftness, and then fill in the rest of the roof with half slabs. Right, just finish off this bit now. That's that. There you go, there's the roof done. Right, just to finish off these little bits here, because it looks stupid having blue stained clay poking out. So just go with a couple of half slabs of quartz, take the two sides off, stone slabs round that. Do this on each side, 1, 2, 3, cover them bits up, 1, 2, 3, cover them up, 1, 2, 3, cover them up like that. That's basically your roof done. I mean, obviously you can add extra little bits of detail and that. This is what you should have when it's done. And that's the first skyscraper done. Yay! Right. Now we're going to be doing the second skyscraper. So where this one is, I'm thinking, right, where to do it? Do I put it next to it, across the road from it? I decided to put it next to it. Now this one's a little bit more complicated to what that one is. So first thing is, get an idea how far away from the pavement you want. I'm going to go about 3 blocks. And cant out these. So it's 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, the 9 again. You probably notice in a lot of my tutorials and builds I always use odd numbers. I just think it's a lot easier to work with odd numbers instead of even. And this bit here, coming by 2 blocks, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then copy what you just done on the other side of the circle. So it's 2, whoops, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 2, then another 9, then 2, 3 diagonal, 2, another 9. And then just to finish, join them up, 3 diagonal and 2. So you should end up with a shape like this, which looks like a pair of spectacles or glasses. Pause if necessary, if you want to work out the circles. And the same again, what I do is go straight up, just a random height. I'll never plan out the heights exactly, but I do eventually, with this build, it does end up actually being 101 blocks high from the ground. So it just goes straight up. If you notice as well, I missed 3 blocks. So you miss 3 blocks, then do a tall one. So miss 3, put a block down. So that's what I'm doing here right now. It's just planning out whereabouts the heights are gonna go for the structure of the build. All the way back down again. Same thing again. Like I say, you can use another material if you need to, but I just do like this material. There is other builds I will be using different materials, bricks, stone and stuff. But for this particular build I'm using light grey wool, because like I say, it looks sleek, it looks white, nice and smooth. The thing is, this building I'm doing right now is actually a real building. I think it's in Japan or Tokyo, I'm not 100% sure where. I know it's in the east side somewhere. This is kind of more, how can I say, it's more like a exoskeleton, with the actual frame of the building is actually on the outside of the building compared to actually in the walls of the building. But you'll understand when you see the finished product. This is obviously just the time consuming bit, is doing stuff like this. Well, it's like with any build, especially skyscrapers, because you're just doing the same thing over and over again for each floor. But the way I see it, the end product is the main thing, and they do look really good. So yeah, let's continue down here again. Another 5 to go. Go. Like I say guys, this ends up being 101 blocks high. At the moment, the way I'm doing this, it's probably only about 80 blocks high. But yeah, so got all them the same height. Now another time consuming bit is working out the floors. Really it's more of a piece of art, this build, compared to like the inside of it. So this one, what you do here is miss 4 blocks, and on the 5th block go across. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just join it all together across. Do that all the way up to the top. A little bit complicated bit now, just doing the corners and the sides. the build. All I'm doing here is basically copying the shape on the ground. So you come in by 2, and then also you have 3 single blocks on the corners. Also in this city I will be eventually building a couple of houses, skyscrapers, off camera, because it just takes too long to explain everything. But at the same time, if you ever do see any builds on here that you like me to do tutorials on, I'll be quite happy. Just leave something in the comments and I'd be quite happy to build it, do tutorials. Because there's only certain buildings on this city I'm actually going to do tutorials on. And some of them I'll just do a flyover, you'll see what they look like. Quite self-explanatory really. So yeah, this is what you need to do all the way around the cylinder shape. And also do it on the other side, so do 2, so you should have 2 cylinder shapes done. And I'll come back when that's all done. See you guys in a sec. There we go, all done. So guys, you should have something that looks like this. 2 cylinder shapes. And what we'll do next is go back to this middle part, just join these up. Just make sure you're leaving a 4 block gap in between. And on this bit I'm only doing the front of the building. So this bit I'm doing right now, you do the same again in the back part. So basically it's just like a 3 block gap in between. Remember, obviously coming in by 2 blocks. Missing 4, and then straight across. And these should be 11 blocks in length. So we'll just continue doing this till we get to the top. Now with this build it does get a teeny little bit complicated when you get to near the top, because what's going to happen is you're going to actually leave 3 of the stories out, like I am here. So I'll just delete these 4 there, same on that side, come across 1 more. Leave the last 3. It's quite crucial you leave them last 3. Then what we do is fill this middle layer from top to bottom with ice. Save again. Let's get some of that swiftness out. It does make it a lot faster using swiftness. The drink potion, I prefer drinking potion. So yeah, a lot of you guys I've noticed do like the splash back for just drinking it. Tastes better. So yeah, just continue this using the ice blocks until you get down to the ground. Making sure you've still got that 4-block gap in between the light grey wool. Like I say, using the ice just looks sometimes better than the glass because you don't, it's all the same. You don't see any breaks or joins, it's all nice and smooth. So guys, I hope this is interesting for you, this build. Like I say, I'll be doing loads of different builds. Some will be tutorials, some will be off camera. If there's anything that you would like me to build in this city, don't hesitate to ask. But one thing I'm going to do, obviously, with this city, I'm not going to have it, this is just going to be a random city. It's not going to be LA City, it's not going to be New York, it's not going to be China or nothing. It's just going to be a random city with just random builds. Some of the buildings will be from cities around the world, but most of them are going to be just my own ideas out of my head. But yeah, I'm more than happy to try anything, new challenges, any builds that you would like me to try and build. I'll try my hardest to build it for you, and even do tutorials on them. If you're building your own city and you want to know how to build, what to build, how big to build it, what materials to use, just leave a comment and I will try my best to help you out. Right, so just making a doorway here, block across, fill that ice in, bit of ice there, and there we go, that's the middle part done. Well, on one side, the front. Right, now the next bit is using blue wool. This bit I'll make a bit of a mistake on it first. But basically what you want to be doing here is, where you've got the light grey wool, you want to miss a block inside, and then, so basically where the dark blue wool's going, it's coming in by 2 blocks. So you end up with a 1-block gap in between. So it should end up something like this. There's 2, 1, 1, and 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 1. So you've got 7 across, then 2, 1, 1, 2. Do a screenshot if necessary, so you know you've got it right, and this is what you should end up with. Basically, go right to the top, well, second from the right. See how I've said this bit about missing three layers? Right, this bit now, it's obviously going to be the top of the blue wool. You're coming in, or you're coming down from the top by 2 stories, or 2 levels. I'm doing the same thing as I just done on the ground. So do this as 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 2, then 1, 1, then 2, 7 again, 1, 1, and 2. So should it look exactly the same as the ground? And I say miss it by 2 from the very top. And all you do is join the blue wool to the ground all the way down on both sides. Do exactly the same on the other side. We're just using the blue wool with the 1 block gap in between. So it looks like this, and I'll see when it's finished.